Today, we're gonna build 3 different houses with the same exact shell and with 3 different budgets in The Sims 4. So let's start, shall we? We freaking shall. And right here is our beautiful lot with our 3 shells on it. And yes, I have done the outside because that's not part of the challenge. And I felt inspired. Anyways, here's our 3 shells. They're exactly the same layout, the same shebang shaboo. And they are going to have 3 different budgets, as I said in the intro. So this first house over here, that's gonna be a 10k budget. Oh, yikes me. And then in the middle, that's gonna be a 50k budget, and the house at the end, that's gonna be 100k budget. And I am not sure which one is worse. I mean, maybe the 10k one. What am I gonna do with that? I don't know. But alright. So here's the layout. As you can see, we got a little entryway hallway shenanigan over here with a living room, a kitchen, a dining room, and on the second floor we get a hallway, a bathroom, a kid's bedroom, a primary bedroom, and an ensuite bathroom. And it's gonna be the same for the 2 other houses over here. And oh me, oh my, I think I'm ready. Hopefully I am. And let's start off with the 10k budget house over here. And as you can see, we're gonna go off of the lot value. So right now the lot value is at 24,102 simoleons, and at the end it got to be 34,102 simoleons. And I'm gonna do it this way and not with the money that you have in live mode, because number 1, I hate the money sound. It grinds my gears. And number 2, I click in and out of the build a lot. I have a thing about that. So when you go back into the lot, the furniture has lost its value. And the third and most important reason is that when you put on the deletion protection thing in Better BuildBuy, which I oftentimes do, but when you put this on, the game thinks that you delete the items and gives you money when you haven't really deleted the items. So that's gonna be a big hassle, and we do not want that hassle today. So we are of course gonna do it with a lot value. Understandable? Good. Let's start with the 10k budget house, and oh my, what are we gonna start with? I mean, we need some wallpaper, some good old wallpaper. What do we want for these houses? I mean, I want them to be kind of cutesy, kind of fitting with the environment over here. So what about if we do this? And then put on some pink on top of that? That could be kind of cute. I think that is a good idea for us. Not that expensive either. And then we do need a good door. And what is a good old cheap old door? I mean, ooh, what about this one? Hey, not bad. That could be good. What about the windows? We need some cheap old windows. What about these ones? 30. You know what? Not too bad, and they're kind of cute. That can work. And then we need a door to the backyard as well. Oh, gee. I mean, you can get the cheapest one. 40 simoleons. Boom, shamalam. Then we also need a staircase. The cheapest one, 5 simoleons. And that's gonna be 380. Oh, 156? I think not. I'm gonna delete the underpart. And we'll get some Monty. And then the same on the front part. And some railings as well, because we don't want people to fall down. No. Okay, so we got the essential parts on the outside. I'm of course gonna try to decorate it a lot more, but we gotta do the essential furniture first, so we don't go overboard. Sounds good? Hopefully it does. Alright, let's get some lights in here. We gotta be really sparse with the lights, because one light is 50 simoleons. Oh, gee, but Joe. Okay, so one light there, one in each room. That's all you're gonna get. And before I forget, I'm gonna put a staircase on the inside. There you go. Gotta delete the underpart though. Boom. And then, you know, we also need some wallpaper and flooring in here, so I'm gonna go for the cheapest one, just so we know that we have it. Alright? And then we might just change it up later. But for now, we know that we can afford wallpaper. Great, mates. And let's start with the living room. What can we afford in here? I mean, let's put down the cheapest couch that we got, and hopefully we can change this out later. Oh! We also need some archways and some doors, because I'm not allowed to delete any walls, okay? I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, so we got 2 couches and maybe a coffee table. 30. Oh, yeah, it's me. Okay. And then for the kitchen, I mean, we could maybe afford this one, 120. But for now, I'm just gonna put in this one, the used counter. And let's just hope that we can afford something better, because, oh, yikes at me. That's horrible. Those poor people. And also stove. We're gonna get the used yum cooker. There you go. I don't think you're gonna get any cabinets. I do not think we can afford that. I'm just being honest there. And the dining table. How much is that one? 200. Oh, that's a lot. What about that? 200? I mean, we're gonna go for that. It's a little bit nicer. It takes up more space, and that's what we need. Now for the chairs. I mean, oh, no. Okay, you can get that one. Not that horrible. Not that expensive. Sure. Okay, and then in the hallway, we need something in the hallway at least. We can maybe get a welcome mat, and then also an accent table that you can have your stuff on. Sure. What about a mirror? 40. I mean, maybe we can afford that. I don't know. Maybe. Right, and then on the second floor, we have a primary bedroom. So we need to put in a bed, and the cheapest bed is the double futon. Used. Oh, perfect. Just what I wanted. What about the nighttime tables? Okay, you're not gonna get that. Not that one. what about something like so? It's not terrible, you know? Oh, I hope that I can change out these tables, but probably not. How much have we used, by the way? 28,802. Yikes. We don't have that much money left. Okay, for the kids' bedroom, we of course need a bed. Looking at that one. Kind of a cute bed. Not gonna lie, it's kind of a cute bed. What about the dresser? What is cheap? 140. I mean, that's kind of ugly. What about this one? 250. That could maybe work. I have to think about that, but maybe that can work. Not my favorite dresser for a kid, but What about some toys? What can you get in here? We can get blood fee, 75. And then the nighttime table. You can get this one. Hopefully we can change that out. So yikes to me. That's kind of sad. But alright, the kids' bedroom. All if you need to know for now. And the bathroom. I'm gonna first of all change out the bathroom with some bathroom tiles. What? I'm gonna put some bathroom tiles in the bathroom. That one. And also the other bathroom as well. There we go. And what do we need for the bathroom? We need a toilet. Maybe a tub. How much is that? 350. Oh gee. Okay. I mean, we could get that one, but I'm feeling nice today. And then also a sink. I want it to be a little bit sad, but not too sad. So what about that one? Sure. That's a nice little sink. And then the other bathroom. Gotta get a tub as well. Then also 2 sinks. Maybe we can afford that. I'm thinking not, but maybe. All right. How much money have we used? 31,307 simoleons. Okay, so we got like about 3,000 simoleons left. That is not much for Nickety Knacks. And for the outside as well, not a lot. But we can try our best, people. But first of all, we need some more windows because this is sad. We can have a window over there and some other places as well, maybe. I mean, yeah, sure. I put up some windows here and there. And now I was kind of thinking I need to remove and replace those nighttime tables because it was just not working. So how about this one? It is the same price, people. Why didn't I think of that? And then you have the pink one, size it down a little bit. And then we need some lights. So we got these ones, 20. That's, I mean, yeah, that's a choice for the lights. But okay, you're gonna get that one. And then I think we can also change up the wallpaper a little bit, make it more interesting. What if, ooh, there's some good colors in here. Hey, that is nice. We can also put in some flowers. Oh, that could be kind of cool because then we don't need to put up paintings on that wall because it's already really busy, you know. But do we have a matching bed? You know what? I need to think about that. I think our biggest issue right here is the budget, not the color of the bed, you know. All right. And then down here, we also need a busy wallpaper. So it will distract you from the thought that we don't have any furniture. Okay. So what about this? Ooh. Okay. That could be kind of cute. It's very busy and we need that. Does that match with the couch? I mean, it has to. I don't think we can afford a better couch. Oh yeah. And by the way, in my desperation, I removed one of the counters and put it in the trash bin. It looks kind of weird, but that's what we got to live with. Okay. We can't afford that counter. I realized because we need money for the Nickety Knacks. All right. Yeah. I think it's now time that we start with the decorations and also start on the outside. That's also kind of important, you know. Kinda. Okay. So for the kitchen, I mean, what can we get for the kitchen decorations? What is cheap and also fits for the kitchen? Ooh, what about these ones? 30 simoleons. That fits for the kitchen. We can get that. We can also get a dish rack, 20 simoleons. Hey, that we can do. And what about a little flower for 5 simoleons? Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, we're already at 31,000. Ooh, okay, I need to find something free. What about a grocery bag that we can have? And then this one, a brochure. They have gone places. They're keeping the sweet memories. Oh, you know what? I think that the life and death pack has some good debug stuff. So we can put in a coffee machine that's free. You can't really use it, but it's here with maybe a bottle and a plant on the fridge. How about that? Beautiful. I'm not gonna do all debug stuff, but a little bit here and there. We kind of need it now. Oh, a pillow. You're gonna be on the couch. Boom. And then we also got some books. I'm gonna put you on the table. And then we have a table over here. Maybe I can use that for something. That is an ugly table though. But we will take it. It's free. And then we have another table over here. It's more of an outside table, but we will take it. But on that table, what are we gonna have on that table? I've run out of ideas. Oh, that is free as well. I'm gonna have that there. Somebody died. They're commemorating the person. Kind of sad, but also very true. And maybe, we're gonna have this one. Maybe we can have that up in the hallway. Right there. And then right here, we are gonna have our death frog. Yes, commemorate him. I mean, he's still alive, hopefully. And down here again, what can we have there? I've kind of run out of items to put on there. Ooh, we could have some boxes over here because they just moved in. That's the law. And we can have a casket in the backyard. I mean, not today. Oh, we can have this one. A box of stuff on the table for some reason. We gotta use our imagination, people. There you go. All right, now it's enough with the debug stuff. It's enough. Okay, maybe one more debug stuff item. We can have a rug that is free. Maybe yellow. I have to think about that. But on the table, we can have a teeny tiny little flower. What about this one? 20 simoleons. Sure. And then we can have some pampas grass right over there. And in here, I mean, we need a painting of some sort. What can we do about that? What about that? Size it up a bajillion times and put it on the wall. I mean, maybe they would like that. Maybe they would. And what about some curtains? 40 simoleons. I mean, we do kind of need it. Because, come on. I mean, if we have saved so much money on the debug decorations, then we can afford some curtains. I feel so. And then what about behind the couch? We kind of do need a light. So what about this fabricated floor light? I mean, not really the vibe for this place, but there you go. And then we can have this beautiful sticker for 5 simoleons on the wall. Hey. And what about this on the wall? 0 simoleons. Yes. Ah, make a difference. And then out in the entryway, what do we need? We need a rack. A clothing rack. How much is that? 85? Okay. With also this purse that I found from the debug menu. 0 simoleons. Going straight in there. And then on this table, what can we have there? Kind of running out of money, yeah? 0 simoleons. Sure. And also another very cheap plant. That might do. That might do. Then it would be nice with the light up there. We can afford a lamp. I mean, what is the cheapest one? 30. Ooh. What about these ones? They're 0. But they don't give off any light. So that doesn't really help us. I mean, that is beautiful. And then over here, do we get in some sweet old paintings in there? Or something. Heavy under something. Oh, what about this? 0 simoleons. Sure, that we can get in there. Oh, what a lovely place this is. And now on to the second floor. Okay, so for the second floor, we do need some decorations for the kid bedroom because, oh, poor kid. So what have we got in here that is free? I mean, ooh, got Claire the bear, Lil Grim, and Yanni toy. Oh, we can put that up there. Do we have something else? Do we? I have no idea. But I'm gonna see and I'm gonna put them up there. And that's what I put up. Put up my toys, a random block, and a pumpkin. Hopefully this kid likes pumpkins. Hopefully they do. And what about here? I mean, we can have a Lil Grim on there watching over the child. And then now for the wall art. What are we gonna do for the wall art? I mean, ooh, okay, we have some school drawings. We can put that on the wall. And a baby keepsake. Sure, we could maybe perhaps do that. What about this wall? What about this? Does that have anything cool? Ooh, size that up a billion times. A beautiful poster you have. And here, bird. Oh, you're gonna be right there. That is a cute old guy. How much money have you used? 32,219 simoleons. Oh, yikes. And then what about in here? We need something for the bedside tables. And I mean, what can that be? That is gonna be this. A lot of free debug items, a mug, and then that's it. And what about in here? Oh, what can we have in here? I mean, maybe we can afford something, hopefully. What about a wicker basket for 20 simoleons? Sure, and then some other stuff as well. And that stuff was indeed this. An urn and that little wooden statue. Ta-ta-ta, that is awful. Oh, do not look at that. But on this wall, we can make a little collage, maybe, out of this stuff. Try to find something nice to brighten up our world, you know? And that's what I did. Okay, what about some curtains? How much have we used? 32,319. All right. What about the bathrooms? I mean, each bathroom needs some hand towels. What is the cheapest one? This one. Okay. And then we need some soap or something. So let's see. This one's 30. Alrighty, row. Gotta put that up there. What about some towels on the wall? What is the cheapest towel? Oh, this one, 65. I mean, okay. And then it would also be good with some curtains because this is a bathroom. Okay, you know what? You're just gonna get one curtain. We can't afford that. And then I'm just gonna do the same for the other bathroom. Da-da-da-da. And also a little duck. He was free. Okie dokie. And what about the hallway? I mean, this is a sad old hallway. Can we save it with this poster right here, maybe? Oh, I saved it. And what else is free? I mean, we can put up some of this, and we could perhaps spice it up with a paw print. Wow! Oh, beautiful. What a nice, all lovely hallway. I don't really think that we can afford curtains or a better railing, but do not look at the railing. But we shall see. We have to see what we're gonna do with the outside because right now we have used up 32,799 simoleons, and we have the whole outside to do. So let's see about that. So for the outside, we need a fence. What about this one? 16. I mean, it's the cheapest one we got. I mean, we got this one, but that doesn't really fit in. So there you pop. And what about a gate, actually? What's a cheap old good old gate? This one. We kind of do need 2 of them, and that's a lot of money, isn't it? Oh, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna put in those gates and see what we do about that. But in the meantime, we gotta fix our exterior because this is boring. So what about an exterior trim? What about that one? 4? I mean, sure. That will might do. What else today? What about some planter boxes? How about that? We got these ones, 45. That could be an idea. What about some columns? These ones are 25. Sure, we can live with that, people. Oh, we can, and we will. Boom. Beautiful. Let's start with the with the gardens. We need to put down some plants. Oh, and we also need a trash bin. Almost forgot about that. How much is a trash bin? I mean, you could get this one, 75. And also a mailbox. So you can get this one. Matches the house perfectly. Boom. And then in the backyard, before I forget, people, maybe we can afford a little table so we can have something interesting in the backyard because I don't think we can afford like a statue statue or or a swing set or something. But we can afford this awful table. Put it in the middle. And then we can have some plants all around here with some terraining and stuff. I mean, maybe we can do that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna quit yapping now and I'm gonna put up my plants. I'm gonna find some free debug plants and I'm gonna be putting that up in the front of the house and also in the back of the house. And hopefully we can afford that or else I'm gonna be sad. And there I go. I have put up all my plants up in here. Made it a little bit messy. Put up a wheelbarrow for some reason in the back as well. Put up some plants up on table. Put up this shenanigan. It was free. Put it up there. And also put up a debug fence right here because I was kind of worried that we couldn't afford a real fence bank app. But then I figured out that we could afford it. So I'm going to remove this. Boom. 34,066. So we got some money to spare. And you know what I'm going to use that money on? A railing. Ta-ta. That's what I'm going to use that on. Also, a matching fence up here. I thought we couldn't afford that, but maybe we can. Oh, can we? No, we can't. I see how it is. Okay, our goal was 34,102. Now we're at 76. Can we get anything better? I mean, we can surely get something better. This is horrific. We could perhaps afford another curtain right there. No, we can't. Oh, what can we afford that can make this place better? That is not that expensive. I mean, this is kind of sad. What about a rug? Can we afford that? 80. No. What about a teeny tiny rug? 50. No, Nora, learn your math. Okay, what if we have this one and plop on two of them? Oh, barely. Well, I can remove that one. Oh, we're one simoleon away. Oh, no. Oh, what can I remove anything? Well, this is all free and I want my table. Yeah, we're not gonna have that. What about some of this? No, that doesn't work. Okay, what about out here? What about a little plant? Okay, we can have that plant. That's kind of cute. Now we have 4 simoleons. Can we get anything for 4 simoleons? We can get a clothing pile right there and one in there as well. Oh yes, get 2 of them. And then we can put in our beautiful dog prints right there. Yes, that's what I'm gonna have. Beautiful. We are now done with this house. Isn't it magical? Isn't it fantastic? I think so. The Lord is. They moved in and they realized that they can't really afford this house, but they will keep on trucking on. Whoa, okay, over to the next house over here. That was our 50k budget. And I'm excited for this because 50k budget is a perfect budget. So our starting budget for this house is 34,104 simoleons. And our goal is to get to 84,104 simoleons. Keep that in mind, people. And I will too. So what can we go for? I mean, we can maybe go for the same shebang as over there. I mean, that we can do, but maybe in yellow. Hey. What about the doors and windows, by the way? What do we want? What is a good old door? Ooh, what about that? We can go for a little bit of a mid-centered style with this one. Could be kind of cute. What about the windows? Ooh, we could go for this vibe. We could and we will. Wow. All right. Now for the inside. I mean, what do we want to go for? I mean, it would be kind of cool if we made this place into a little colorful place. A little bit funky. And have different wallpaper set in there. On the flooring, I don't know. We can go for this one for now. All right. Let's start off with the living room. I want it to be colorful, funky, out about there. Not that expensive. But in the middle, what can we do? Oh, these couches. They're perfect. We're gonna go in yellow because they have a yellow house. It would only make sense. And what else do we have for this pack? I mean, ooh, we have this. Oh, we can have that. I've decided. And then over here, we could have a little shelf with maybe a picture and that one. We can make something cool with that. Oh, we could and we can. We're gonna have other stuff than this pack. I promise you. But for now, I felt inspired. I really did. Then we can also have a poof over there. A poof moment. Heidi ho. Oh, what is this? A little stool? A stepping stool? We can have that there. Yes. I mean, we might have to delete a lot of this stuff later on when I figure out that we have gone over budget. But for now, we're gonna have this. And we're also gonna have a TV. Oh, yes. And you know what else we need? We need an archway. And also staircase. That would be neat and nice. And then for the kitchen. What do we want for the kitchen, peep? Peep. Only one peep is there. Maybe this. A yellow kitchen. You know what? Kind of a vibe. I don't think I've ever done a yellow kitchen before. Have I? Maybe I have, but not in the modern style that I've new. And do we want any cabinets? I mean, I think we want some cabinets. Gonna plop them down right about there. I don't think we're gonna have any cabinets right there because I think it's gonna be overcrowded. That's gonna be it for now. And then for the dining table. What do we want for the dining table? Maybe something like that. Kinda. I was about to say mid-modic, but that's not anything, is it? Mid-modic? Where is my brain taking me? I honestly don't know. The mysteries of life. Ooh, oh, ow. Okay, we need a door to the outside. What is a good old door? I haven't even painted everything yet. Oh, there you go. But a good old door. We're gonna get this one. Boom. Beautiful. And then for the hallway out here, we need a hallway table. So maybe you can get this one. And that's all you're gonna get for now because we're moving upstairs. And that was a beautiful song by Nora. Right, I'm gonna stop now and I'm gonna put up my wallpaper. Alright, for the primary bedroom, what are we gonna do? Actually, I'm much money have you used, by the way? We have used up 52,432. Oh, right. Yeah, that seems about right. So what can we do for the bed? What is a good old bed? Oh, this one. Hey, could be cute. Could be a vibe, but I could also be wrong. Okay, so for the bedside tables, what if we get one of those and then one normal one because they're eccentric like that? What is a normal one? There's one. Yeah. Now for the dresser, what is a cool old one? Oh, this one's kind of cool. Get it in yellow. Hey, yes, we're gonna get that one. And then over here, what can we do? Think that I think. What about a poof? I want a poof. I love me poofs. Well, that is an Ottoman actually. But we're still gonna have you. And then we should put in a window right there. We might do that. It could be good for us. I'm gonna put in some more windows later on. I promise you. But right now, I'm in the zone. And then for the kid bedroom, what can we do for the kid bedroom? Maybe it could be a teen bedroom or almost a teen bedroom. You know, they're 12 or 13. We'd have that bed. I love that bed so much. I kind of want it in real life. I do. Now for the bedside table, what is a funky one? What do you want? Tell me. What do you want? Ooh, that one. Hey. And then I think for the kid bedroom, we could put in a desk for them. You know, we also need a door. That is also kind of important. Forgot about the doors. You can get that one. And ooh, can we afford a TV in the kid bedroom? I mean, that is a cool bedroom. We could also change up the wallpaper a little bit. Maybe that is on this side. I mean, I kind of like that. We can do that. Sure. Oh, we also need some sort of dresser. I did not think about that. What can we do? I mean, I think instead of a dresser, you can put up one of these. I mean, it's a little bit of a tight of a squeeze of the space. And you probably can't use it, but we have it now at least. You can't complain. There you go. All right, so now we got all the essential furniture in here. And what about the bathrooms? What are we going to do for the bathrooms? Ooh, the blue one. Oh, that is nice. We could have that. And put in a sink over there with some sort of mirror. And then we also need a toilet. Oh, yeah, actually, me, that's going to be right there. Yes. And then on the other side, we're going to have a bathtub. Boom. And I know the toilet is in front of the door. And I know that's a big no-no. But in this family, they do not hide anything. No. They welcome it. Oh, mwah. And then for the other bathroom, what can we have for the other bathroom? Oh, we can have this one. The fancy old one. And then we can have a good old sink in here. In the same style, but maybe in yellow. They do like their yellow, you know. But also a sink. And you can also have the same mirror. And now they need some wallpaper in the bathrooms. I forgot about that. Oh, gee. Well, you can get this one. And this bathroom, you get that. Wow. And actually, I'm going to do the same shenanigan for this kitchen. Because that is a cute old wallpaper. Okay, now we got all the essential furniture that we need to live. So you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to decorate and decorate and decorate until we get to that end goal. And how much money have we used? We have used 66,295 simoleons. Wow. Well, let's get to decorating then. All right, so let's begin with the living room over here. And I just deleted the decoration items because I don't know if we can afford them or not, you know. But on the coffee table, we need some knickety knacks. And what can we find? What can we find? We shall soon see. I mean, I found that. And then we can have a colorful light over there. And then also some knickety knacks on here. I gotta find me stove. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna find it. There you go. There you go. I found it. My knickety knacks. And then up on here, we also do need some stuff. So what about this book thing? Oh, and some cheapo plants. 30. Yeah. We can do that. And then on the fireplace, we can have a creepy old note for some reason. And this hippo. Can you? Oh my gosh. I have to do everything manually myself. There you go. And maybe a good old plant in that corner. That spiced up the room, didn't it? Oh, it did. A real neat, nice living room. How much money have you used? 68,669. Ooh. All right. Well, what about the kitchen? I mean, we have this rack over here. That's cheap. And then for the other bajillion stuff over here. Oh, no. I mean, we can put up this one. The kettle, 300. We can afford that. Hey. And then we can spice up our life with the spice of life. 170. Oh, gee. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put that up right there. And another creepy note. I don't know why I'm putting up creepy notes everywhere, but I am. But yeah, here's a beautiful kitchen. Those were free. Those were not. And this all cost money. And we also got a trash bin. Wow. Beautiful kitchen. And then for the dining room, I changed up the chairs a little bit. And we're also gonna put up a plant. Boom. And what about a funky old lamp on top of that? Like perhaps this one. Sure. We can do that. Yes. And then a pink old potted plant in the corner. Then you know what? What about some shoes? How about that? You do need some shoes when you're going outside. You just do. And you know what? That's not too bad of a living room. Maybe we can put some more stuff in there. Who knows? Who knows what we can afford? But we're gonna move on to the hallway entryway. And what we need, we do maybe need some shoes. So you can pop on in there. And I mean, oh my gosh, you know what I wish for? I wish that this shoe rack over here was in another swatch. I need a white one. I do. Or some new shoe racks. That would also be neat and nice. We've had that for so long now, you know. Alright, and then over in this little nook over here, we do need a mirror. And what about a sweet old cute old light? We need to light up that hole. That nook of a hole. What can we get? Ooh, 75. Not too bad. That's kind of cute. And also some stuff to put on that, you know. That would also indeed be very cute. And then under the stairs, what about a chair? You probably cannot use that chair. I mean, all signs are pointing to no. But it's still kind of cool, you know, with a poof and a magazine. Then right there, can we squeeze in some paintings? Yeah, what if we have this one over there and that one right in the middle? Oh, yes, that can work. How much money have we used? 73,175. All right, that is a big yikes to me. I mean, my gosh. But now for the upstairs, what do we need up in here? I mean, we can start with the kid bedroom over here, and they do need some stuff on the nighttime table. So that's indeed what I'm gonna find right now. And then, oh, they can also have some teddy bears on the bed. Oh, that would be so cute. I like that very much indeed. And then for our cute old desk over here, you also need some stuff. We're gonna put up the pencil cap for 20 simoleons, and we can also put up the endless book pile. And what about a rubber cup? Okay, yeah, and the book 25. We cannot afford a computer, I don't think. You can get that. And you know what? Another creepy note. Wouldn't hurt anybody. There you go. And then for the curtains, what can we do for the curtains? Ooh, the woven wonder drapes. That's gonna fit this room. Oh yes, beautiful, magnificent bedroom. And then in here for the primary bedroom, I changed up the wallpaper a little bit because I felt like it. And now we need to find something to put on the bedside tables. So first of all, where's me lamps? I mean, we can have some candles and this weird old lamp. Ta-ta. And then what about a book and some flowers and some DVDs for some reason and another teeny tiny little flower. Boom. And then what about a painting over there? I mean, this one is $275. Not too bad for a painting, I do have to say. There you go. And then in that corner, we could have a plant, but we could save some money with taking Bob the plant and then just size him up a little bit. Perfect. Bob, you're amazing. But right now we also do need some curtains to save them from the sun in the morning. Okay, we do. But ooh, for the hallway, that's kind of an empty hallway. And you know what would help for the empty hallway? A hallway table. That we can do with also some nickety knacks. Some cool old kind of cheap old nickety knacks. I mean, yeah, sure. That picture was kind of expensive, but it was worth it. I feel like it was worth it at least. And then for the rugs up here, I'm gonna take this one and just stack them on top of each other. Sort of like so. I mean, you can see the seam a little bit, but it's better than nothing. And now we got a carpet runner. Boom. All right, now for the bathrooms. What can we do in here? We could put up a toothbrush holder for 40 simoleons and a marble soap bang, sure. Or actually, I'm gonna have some towels instead. That's better for some reason. I'm gonna have that there. And for the bathtub, we also need some towels. Very cheap. That's good for us. And what about a plant also? Kinda cheap. I'm gonna have it. And then for the toilet, we can get a toilet rug because it's cheap. 35 simoleons. Does it fit in? That is not my question to answer today. We're also gonna get a brush-tastic cleaner. Oh, beautiful. And for the other bathroom, I'm just gonna do the same shenanigans. I know. And that's what I did. Boom. How much money have we used? 78,526 simoleons. Oh no. Oh gee. Well, we kind of do need a picture about the toilet. What can we get for them? We can get a cloud. For some reason, it was worth 5 simoleons. We can have a cloud. Sure, why not? But okay, I think we now have finished on the inside. Taking it a little bit here and there. And now we gotta begin with the outside. We got some money to spare for the outside. Hopefully that will be enough. Hopefully. And I think first off, we're gonna begin with exterior. So we need some exterior trims. Maybe we can afford this one. 8 simoleons. Oh, fancy. And what about the columns? Now for the columns, I want them to be kind of stony. Like, kind of stony. You know, that type of stone, but with the whole column being stone like that. But can we find that? I haven't seen that in a while. Oh, we have this one. But is that a little bit too thick? Maybe. It's a little bit thick. That it is. But I think I'm gonna go for that for now. And let's see where we go from then. And then also, you know what would have been good? Tom's flower wall box. Yes. That fits right in there. And then in the back here, oh my, we need some of that. And also put up the rest of this. Yes. We can also have a little chimney. We love our good old chimneys, don't we? I'm gonna get a free chimney though. Okay. Yeah, ooh. Kind of cool. Kind of good. Yeah, what about the fence actually? What do we want to go for? Maybe a classic picket fence. Ooh. Now that is a vibe and a half. And then for the gate, I'm gonna put in the matching gate. If we have that. Oh gee, do we have that? Oh, yes, we do. It's a little bit tall, but I'll allow it. It's good. And before I do anything else, we need a trash bin and a mailbox. And you know what? You can get the cat mailbox. Because you are funky people. You would have a mailbox shaped like a cat. Yes, they would. Then I think also in the front there, we can also get in a park bench. Must be love seat. Okay, well, thank you for nothing. And in the back, ooh, we could go for another eating moment. That is better than that one. Can we afford that though? Let me see. Good old outside table. Show yourself to me. That one. And some matching chairs. These ones. That could be kind of cute. And then we can pave that in with some stone. The free stuff though. Can't be using all my money on paid flooring. Oh, no. No. And then for the piece of resistance, we need some good old plants up in here. And I'm going to put up a lot of plants to save this place. All right. And some might be free. Some might be not. We shall see where the wind takes us. And maybe a tree. I don't know. And ta-ta-ta-ta. It is our finitoed up hallway. Oh. Front garden. It's been a day, people. It's been a day. But look at this. It's a front garden with all of our plants. I think most of them are debugged. Some of them are not, but most of them are debugged. And then in the back here, look at that. We got our tree, our eating table, put up a plant right there, and some more plants over here. And It's looking lovely. Whoa. And how much money have you used? 83,392 simoleons. And our total budget was 84,104 simoleons. So we got some money to spare. And what I'm going to use that money on is to change out these columns right here, because I thought that we couldn't afford those columns in the front, which cost 200 simoleons, but apparently we can. So I'm going to put those in. I do not care at all that they're kind of chunky. I love them. And yes, I know that you can put them on the bottom and then just stretch them up, but that looks ugly. So I'm not going to do that. But don't you worry, we can afford them. Oh, yes, we can. And now we have used up way too much money. The budget is now at 84,322. Oh, yikes. Okay. That is not good. And what can we do? What if we remove one of them or two of them and put in this? That looks ridiculous. Well, what am I supposed to do then? Can I remove this? Ooh, I think I'm gonna do that. Hey, does that cost that much money? Hold on, let me see again. Well, now we can afford it. What happened? I'm so confused. I just deleted it and put it back in. What? 84,000. Oh, you know what happened? Okay, I think I put in this one and then I thought I don't want that one, so I just put this over and something went wrong. But okay, now we solved that problem. We truly and fully did. So what can we afford for that little money? Maybe we can afford a better welcome rug. So yikes me. What about some leaves? Or actually, instead of changing the rug, we put up some columns. Would that work? It would. We could even get some nicer ones. What about this? 45. No, that was way too much. Okay, I gotta learn my math. Okay, we're just gonna get this one. Not really what I wanted, but here we are. All right, maybe we can change out this one. Maybe we can. I'm going back and forth on the welcome mat too many times now. That is too much. All right, so you're gonna get this one. Put it up right there. And you can get a better railing. What about this one? 100. Should have that one. We now have 4 simoleons to spare. And what can we get? We can get some more secret notes. We're gonna get one right there and right there. Oh, they love them notes, people. They do. Beautiful. Budget completed for this house. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it magical? I do think so. At house number 2. And now we're gonna move on to house number 3 over here. Our third and final build for today. And that's the 100,000 budget house. I know, yikes to me. I'm ready for it. Alright, what do we want for this house? I mean, we could go for a blue house. We have a blue one. I mean, that's maybe a little bit too light because on the top, I want this color. But what are we gonna have on the bottom? Because I want it to be a bit darker, you know? So we could go for gray. I mean, it isn't blue, but it's something. And then for the windows, what type of windows do we want to go for this build? Maybe some cottage living? Oh, yes, we can use these ones. Those are so stinking cute. I'm gonna have that. And then for the door. Oh, what are we gonna do about the door? Something grand, but not too grand. And what could that be? Okay, I have decided we're gonna have this door right here. It's only 50 simoleons, but we have lots of stuff to use money on today, okay? And now for the columns. I want some grand old columns. So indeed, what about these ones? Those are grand. Oh, yes, indeed. And you know what? For this build, we are gonna start with the landscaping and exterior because we don't need to worry, okay? We have so much money to spare. What can we do to spice this place up, by the way? What can we do? I mean, we can put some planter boxes. What about these ones? 100. Oh, don't mind if I do. And then we can spice it up even more with putting up some ivy vines. That could be kind of cool. I kind of like that. And what about some corbels? I love me good old corbels. Ooh, just what I wanted. And then in the back too, we also do need a door. That is right. So what are we gonna go for? Maybe not that. I need something grander. What about this one? That is grand. I'm gonna keep that. Beautiful. Some would even say majestic. Oh, ooh. Okay, for the welcome mat, we need something blue. So I thought about this. It's a little bit too Christmassy, but Christmas is just around the corner, people. In my mind, it is. That fits in perfectly. Okay, so what are we gonna do for the garden? I mean, we got this shebang and shaboo. A little bit messy. So what if we have something more pristine? We can make a little flower bed. We could. And then we can make the flower bed out of these rocks as a little fence. It costs 1 simoleon each. That is not bad. And you know what? I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna use some debug flowers and also some non-debug flowers because we can afford it. We can. And I'm gonna be putting that up right about now. And there you have it. Me flowers and my flower bed there up. And it's kind of cute. We can put some blue and white and a little bit of yellow flowers too. I like it. And then over here we need a mailbox. So you're gonna get that one. And for the trash bin, what do you want? Tell me. How about something like so? I mean, I can do. Oh, and you know what? For this place, all of them have had gardens and grass. But these people, they do not want the grass. No, no, no. They want the stone. And they gotta get the stone. Boom. And then right here, we can also put up a little garden bench. 215. Don't mind if I do. And what about a little fountain? Okay, this one is 180. And we can squeeze that in right there. And if we can afford it, we will get a better one, okay? We will. Alright, so that was the front garden. And how much money have we used? 94,401. Alright, not too shabby. What about in the back? What could we have in the back gardens that is kind of fancy? Something new, something that fancy rich people would have. Oh, they would have a pool. And we're gonna have the smallest swimming pool ever. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? But we're gonna have the teeny tiny little swimming pool. Boom. With also a pool floaty. Hey, hey, hey. And some sun lounges. And a sun lounging table. Oh, and then I think back here we could also squeeze in a flower bed. So I'm in fact gonna do the same shenanigan as I did in the front, just in a tinier version, and I'm gonna be putting them up. Oh, my sweet old flower bed. And ta-ta! Our cute old, sweet old flower bed. And how much money have we used? 99,423. Alright, that will do for now. Let's start on the inside before I go all berserk on the outside. Alright, let's do that. What is this house even gonna be, by the way? Maybe something old-timey-ish, kind of vintage, maybe. And the color palette is going to be light and bright. Something that I do not often do with the old-timey houses, but today I feel brave. What do we got? Maybe we got this. Is that the vibe? Maybe it is. And for the flooring, what are we gonna go for? Ooh. What about that? Is that too light? Maybe it is. But you know what? We are gonna be brave today and we're gonna try. Good, good. We're gonna start off with the living room, actually. What can we do for the living room? I mean, we can put it in the fireplace. And what about the couches? Oh my gosh. What about the couches? We need an old-timey couch. Oh, that one. Do we have that in the last color? I mean, sure. That might do. Put it up like so. And then for the coffee table, what do we got? That fits this style and that we can use up all our money on. Come on, show yourself. Oh, this one. That is curvy. Loving it. And then we can put a tea set on there. Oh, and some candles. Hello. That we're gonna put on there. And then for the rug, I mean, we can maybe try this rug. Doesn't really fit in, but it kind of does. I need to think about that. And while I think about that, I'm gonna put up my knickety knacks on the fireplace. And Nora's gonna think away. She really is. Oh, and you know what? Above the fireplace, we can also have this TV. The Gilded Gaze Frame TV for $3,750. I mean, come on. We need that. Whoa, what a piece to have. Truly. And then I think over here, we could even squeeze in a little end table. End table, is that what it's called? Side piece table. No, that's not right. But okay. It is our beautiful living room. I am not really sure about the colors at all, because I'm not used to this, but I think I'm liking it for now. And we have used up 117,583 simoleons, which could be good, could be bad, but we shall see. All right, on to the kitchen over here. And for the kitchen, we need to use the most expensive counters. These ones. Hello. And I don't really think I want them in white, because that is way too white. So what about this? How about that? And then for the fridge, we're gonna use the most expensive one, 14,000, but it's straight in there. And then our most expensive stove, matching stove. Don't really like it, but we need it. And then we do also need, ooh, a washing machine. Yes, I don't often put that in, but today I felt like it. Oh, and also a sink. That is kind of important. Or you know what? That was kind of ugly though. I need to think about that actually. But I think for the kitchen and the dining room, we are going to change up the wallpaper to something else. And that something else is this one. Could be cool. We shall see though. But for the kitchen, I want something else. What can we go for? Maybe this? Is that too white? What about this? It has a little bit of blue. I mean, we can try with that. I don't really know. But what I do know is that we need to put up our frackety cabinets and also a good old stove hood and also our knickety knacks if I can find them. And when I do find them, I'm gonna put them up. Yes. And there you go, there you go. I put up my knickety knacks and look at this. Look at it. Put up a counter free for the knickety knackety haters. So now it's usable and you can't complain anymore. But yeah, it's my kitchen and now we need a trash bin. So there you go. Or actually, what about this one? I mean, it's a diaper pail, but it's blue. Kind of cute. I'm gonna put it up there. There you go. Hope you're happy. But righto. Now for the dining table. What do we want to go for? Maybe have this one. How much is that? $675. All right. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, that's more purple, but I do like it. You know what? I'm gonna keep it. I've decided. And then we can have this in the corner. That is 1,370. Oh my gosh. Well, we may delete that. I didn't think it was gonna be that expensive. Oh, and you know what? You know what old-timey houses have? Hold on a minute. I need to find it first. Oh my gosh. You're ruining my moment. There we go. Old-timey houses has old-timey telephones. Boom. They haven't taken it down yet, you know? Because why would they? That is a cool telephone. And would you look at that? Johnny Depp is also here. All right. How much money have you used? 156,531. Oh my gosh. That is a lot of money. Oh, okay. I gotta slow down. I got to slow down. But anyways, in the hallway, we can put up a mirror. And this lady over here, you are going up. Boom. With also a little cell phone. Oh my gosh. That is kind of cute. There's a strawberry key. I haven't seen that before. And what about a creepy old chair in the corner? Does that match with the wallpaper? I don't care anymore. And now, does Bob and Eliza deserve to be on our wall? I don't think so. I'm gonna put up these people instead. Oh, but alrighty, row. That was our first floor all done up. We got the hallway, living room, kitchen. I need to think about the kitchen and the dining room. And we have used 160, almost 161,000. And now we're gonna move up to the second floor. And oh my. And on the second floor, I think we're indeed gonna start with the nursery. And for the nursery, you know what we're gonna use? If I can find it. Oh my gosh. There we go. The Storybook Nursery Kit. Because with this kit, The wallpaper is extremely expensive. 14 simoleons. Like, are you kidding me? Look at the other wallpapers. This is the most expensive one in the painting section. 10 simoleons. In the wallpaper section, the second most expensive is 12 simoleons. This is expensive. I mean, golly golly gosh. We're gonna use that one maybe in blue. And I'm also gonna put in the carpet. Oh, oh gee. There we go. Alright, so what have we got in here? Oh, we got lots of stuff. So we're gonna put up a crib with our canopy, of course. And then on the other side, we're gonna have a baby changing station right over there. Oh yes, that cute, big cute. And what about chair? A good old chair in that corner with also a little teddy bear and a wagon of wheels, a prison. What about a little rug? A big old rug. A little rug or a big old rug. Maybe somewhere in the middle. And that was indeed the nursery. I mean, it's a little bit cramped, but it needs to be cramped because we got lots of money to spend, you know. There you go. And now on to the primary bedroom. And I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret right now. I am sweating. Oh, we can use this bed. It's a little bit too white though, isn't it? I wish they had the white swatch, which is like a little bit of oomph in there because now it's very white, you know. But anyways, I'm gonna put up my bedside tables and my bedside table nickety next. And then I think on this side, we could have a bookshelf. Yeah. Oh, and then we also need a dresser. Oh my gosh. I almost forgot about that. That would have been kind of bad. There you go. Oh, and then we need a painting over there. What can we use? That's kind of expensive, but not too expensive. That also has a silver frame, by the way. Oh, okay. What about that? Questionable, but I will allow it. How much money have you used? 170. Oh, right. Right on track. What about the bathrooms? I mean, I think in here we do need a cute old shower because I'm tired of the bathtubs. And then also a toilet that we can do. And then on this side, we need some sinks. And I'm actually going to use the sink. Oh, and also pair it up with the matching counters. We can make a little corner, actually. Actually, for some variation. I don't know, but we can. Today is the day. It is time to seize the day. It really is. Oh, you know what we need? We need a screen. The screen of the shower. So there you go. Your screen, you've been screened off for all of eternity. What am I saying anymore? Nora, please stop. But anyways, that was bathroom number 1. Kinda cute, kinda liking it. And now over to bathroom number 2. And I think for this bathroom, we're kinda gonna do the same shenanigans, but we're gonna have the sink in the middle. And then on the sides, gonna put up these ones. Yes. Now for the mirrors, what can we do for the mirrors? I want something cool. So we could perhaps do this. Put it up there, lower it down, and create a little moment. You know what? We could do that. Yeah. And then for the rest of the bathroom, we need a shower. And I'm gonna use this shower actually. Ooh, that fits in. I mean, it's a little bit squeezed in, but hey ho, it's a small house with a big heart. So we can have a toilet over there. Oh my gosh, how much money have I used now actually? I do really wonder sometimes. And I don't really have to wonder at all. I could just look at the budget, but I'm kind of scared. But alright, I'm gonna look right now. 180, 772. Okay, so we have like 3,000 simoleons left. Oh, okay, I was kind of panicking, but then I remembered that we only have one room left. We have already done the outside. Okay, oh, right, one room left. I mean, we have so much to spare. So what can we spend that on? Oh, we can spend that on a table. And then put some knickety knacks on that table. A beautiful table. And what else can we have in this hallway? Maybe a rug? A rug run out. How much money do we have left? Okay, we have used up 183,000. Okay, so we don't have that much money left. So we can use this rug, maybe. Oh no, I know of a cooler rug. This one. Can we afford that though? Let's find out. Wait, hold on. That is exactly our budget. Excuse me? How did I manage that? Okay, well that... Oh, all right. Happy days. I mean, do we need anything else? I mean, I don't think so. My gosh, I'm shocked about that. I am. That was exactly our budget. What? Okay, that was our third and final build. 100,000 simoleons. What a time to be alive. Truly. Honestly. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. The build is done. I'm kind of shocked. I'm sweating. It was too hot to wear a hoodie. I regret that decision, but I am alive. At least. Anyways, what am I yapping about now? I don't know. But now I do think it's time for a house tour. So strap yourself in because the house tour is happening right now. And I do really hope you enjoyed that house tour because I'm going to do a little picture series instead. Just to switch it up a little bit. And I'm going to sit here and yap. And now I can't really think about anything to say. What? Well, okay, for the first house over here, the 10k budget one, I mean, that was kind of a disaster, but what were we expecting, people? It was 10,000 simoleons. You can barely get anything for that, for a whole house. So it's kind of bare bones, but you do get everything that you need in a build. So you can't be mad about that, but you got 2 bathrooms, 2 functional bathrooms, a primary bedroom and a kid's bedroom, a whole functional kitchen, a living room, and a dining room, and an outside space. I mean, who cares about the decorations when you got all of that? I know, who cares? And then for the second house over here, the 50,000 simoleons budget, and I do gotta say, it's a cute build. It kinda is. I mean, some of the colors are mismatching, and I kinda used up all of my decorational power in the living room. So some places are a little bit bad, but that's what's so difficult about the budget challenges, is that you don't know how much you can decorate in each room. So you go all berserk on one room and then you're left with nothing in the other room. But I think I did okay, you know? Especially the kids' bedroom, that is kind of cute. Paramount bedroom, you know, hang out about there, kind of funky, and life is good. In the backyard, the front yard too, lovely. And then for the last house over here, we got our 100,000 Somalian budget, which, you know, it looks pretty similar to the other houses. I do gotta say, from the outside, it does. But on the inside, we got the whole shebang and shaboo. I mean, if I did use some other furniture that was a little bit cheaper, we could afford some more knickknacks, especially the friggity stove and fridge. I could have switched those out. But when I put them down, it just felt correct. It felt right, so I didn't remove them. And we do have all the knickknacks that we need and all the stuff that we need. I mean, the nursery, it looks like something exploded in there because it's so crammed, but I like it. And all the bathrooms as well. I mean, I love the bathrooms actually. One of the curtains doesn't really match though, but can't complain. You can't. And then the front garden and the back garden as well. Oh my gosh. And in the backyard, they got their own little pool. It's a small old pool, but they got a pool. You know, wonderful. All right, and here is all of the houses together. They're together in the front and together in the back. Oh, wow, wow. Street is beautiful. And here's also an overview of the insides. Here's the first floor and the second floor. And gee, that was the house tour. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. Now it's time for the outro. And welcome. This is the house tour. Whoa. If for some reason you want to download this build, you can. It is up on my gallery, and my gallery ID is JustNoraGaming. And don't forget to like, subscribe, because it really does help me out. So thank you. But only if you want to. Only if you want to. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.